Hey guys, so today we're going to be running through how to make you and your bike seen on those dark winter days. So, number one for me really is lights, okay? So what we're looking at is lights both front and rear, okay? So for the front of the bike, generally speaking, we want a nice visible bright white light, similar to your kind of car's front headlamp. Couple of different modes, I suppose, in terms of how these lights operate and run through. So you have just your solid beam here, okay? So your solid beam is really going to be helpful for you to see the road in front of you on those kind of dull days, dark winter days, riding in traffic, okay, riding through cities, that type of thing. Then you have another mode on most lights where you can just flick a little switch and it turns into a flashing beam, okay? So if you're riding through traffic, this is a really key feature of a light. It helps you be seen to other road users and keep you safe out on the road. One little bit of a tip here, if you guys are going to be riding on unlit roads, you know, in a little bit of night riding, that type of thing, it would be advisable to get something a little bit more high powered in terms of a beam, so that it lights up that path in front of you, just so you can see any, you know, hazards coming up in the road, potholes, that type of thing. Okay, so I'm just going to turn the light off here. We're going to move over then to the rear of the bike. Generally speaking, you want to fit your rear light on your seat post here, okay? So basically where your saddle is attached to. Most bikes will have a fitment of some description. So this C-Sense light here has a rubberized collar, we'll call it, and also a little elasticated band around it as well. Again, likewise, with the front light as well, has two modes, okay? You have your solid mode here, similar to the front light as well. You know, if you're riding on kind of fairly well lit roads and you're looking to preserve battery life a little bit, this setting would probably be advisable, okay? If you're riding again through traffic or dully lit roads, that type of thing, even in the dark as well, a nice flashing beam would be very much advisable there, okay? So a few things to keep in mind in relation to our bike lights is that really we want to make sure our mounting positions, you know, are up clear, they're not obstructed by anything, not up underneath the saddle, not obstructed by the cables on the front of the bike or your hands or any bags or anything you may have. Also, we need to keep in mind is battery life as well, okay? So just getting to know your lights, what specific battery lives they have. Most will be in a range of kind of, you know, an hour, maybe upwards of 2 hours, maybe upwards of 3 hours, depending on what type of setting that you're using. But one key point from my point of view really is often I'll throw a spare light into my back pocket, specifically for the rear, just in case there's any failures or the battery dies unexpectedly or anything like that on your light, so you can whip it off and throw it on again, okay? So safe cycling, we'll see you in the next video.